Okay, welcome to the TV the Gamer channel. This is where I complain and you tell me that I suck for complaining. Right now, they have came out with the new patch notes on here for things that I have been complaining about that you told me to shut up about. One of the biggest complaints I've had with this has been stability. It seemed like the hip fire just completely missed, and now they're saying, "Oh man, we had to change some things in the in the stability." And all they said to us was added various stability fixes. But I'm gonna take that as I was right in the freaking first place, and you told me, "Oh my god, you shouldn't complain." But my question is, how would they come up with these things to fix if we did not complain? The weapons with default scope show the extra attachment pipe pip when we viewed in the game. Gunsmith resolve issues, field upgrade issues. I mean, it just keeps going on how many issues this game actually had. Feature playlist issues. It just keeps going. Look at this. They had to change things on the campaign people were complaining about. The progression issues, the modes weren't working right. Players were spawning and enjoying the session progress instead of spectating before selecting a loadout. It's so many bugs in this game, it goes on for pages and freaking pages. But like I told you, these type of things get addressed when you what? Complain. And I know y'all, oh man, you shouldn't complain. It's people like you that make the game unfun. You wouldn't get any patches if it wasn't for a person like me sitting in his freaking house loving life after work, jumping on the game and noticing, hey man, this is not supposed to be like this. When I'm hip firing, I should be hitting you. That's the whole point of us saying hip fire, that because it's a legitimate skill in the game. You're aiming a little bit, you're shooting up, things get close, you jump back to hip fire when you're trying to maneuver and hopefully you get a lucky one off. But this one it just was flat out not working. And I've been saying it a few times and everybody was just saying, "Oh my god, man, you're just complaining." I'm not just complaining. How can the hipfire be totally working on the last engine and we get to this engine and it totally does not work? That's insane. I would sit there with an LMG and you'll be right in front of me. I could be pressing it against you, pulling the trigger. If I'm not aiming, it just wouldn't hit you. That I mean, it's not supposed to be as good as a SMG when it comes to hipfire, but it should at least hit something, right? Am I totally crazy for that, or is it just I'm a hole and y'all only care about when it's your problem when you're mad about something? Are you running to the cheater at the certain time? They also switched a couple things with the cheater situation too, talking about hourly sweeps and. They said something like I said in my other video up there at the top that you can click that there were 19,000 people were kicked out of rank. 19,000 cheaters in ranked play were kicked out. They also had to switch to doing hourly sweeps. That's how much you ingrates were freaking cheating. And then, if first of all, if you're a cheater, you have no reason to complain if a game is fun or not, because you're taking all the fun out of the game by not having to try. But they have to keep switching stuff at Ricochet, and I don't want to beat up on the people at Ricochet. They have a hard job because y'all are that much of a piece of shit. If y'all had to freaking manage a bunch of pieces of shit, sucky generation assholes that didn't know how to play a freaking video game, you know what kind of fun we could have had back in the day playing Street Fighter if we had cheats? The closest thing we knew to a cheat was up, down, left, right, L and R. I forget what game that was. What game was that? I forget what game that was. That I still know that little thing, and we had to buy a freaking strategy book to learn how to do that. And that was the only thing it let you do. I even forgot what you even got for doing it. But it didn't destroy a whole franchise. Your cheating is destroying a freaking franchise to the point where they have to keep putting these patch notes in all the freaking time to try to figure out how to stop y'all from freaking cheating and fix their own bugs too. That is true. They got to fix their own bugs too. Because my belief is, if you have that many pages of patch notes, why was the game ever released? That's a good question. And sidebar, I'm watching my zombie gameplay here while I'm talking to you. If you're on a team with people and it's the second round and you're the freaking snob gobbler that hits the nuke, you deserve to get kicked in your kneecap. Don't hit the nuke 7 times before we get to freaking 20. Avoid the nuke so we can make some money. That was just a sidebar that really pisses me off. And I don't know if I'm on there just playing with freaking 5-year-olds and they're not paying attention to what's going on, but you don't need to keep hitting the nuke. The nuke actually it hurts you. You're supposed to use that at the end when you're like, oh, I'm really screwed. And if you get to the point on the game where you need to pull out the nuke, you're done. Go exfil. Go exfil, bro, if you have to do that. But that's my little tidbit on that. But we're keeping watch. We're gonna hold them to the fire. The devs are freaking going crazy. They're trying to patch up every mistake that they freaking made, even though they took the probably billions of dollars that they made, but the game was not even freaking done. Can you imagine if you turned in your paper at school or your project at work and it wasn't done, what your boss would say to you? But they can turn in a finished product to us, and oh yeah, we're not supposed to complain. Insanity. I'm gonna complain. It's my God-given American right to complain and say you phone this in and fix it. And when it gets fixed, I'll be willing to come on here and say, hey, look, man, they fixed this problem. That's cool. But am I gonna talk a little shite about it? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, if I try to buy something out of your freaking microtransaction prison of a software online, if my card doesn't work, you tell me right then and there, hey, you broke piece of shit, your card doesn't work. You can't get what you want. So therefore, I'm going to get to complain too. I'm going to complain too. Fix your crap, get your crap together, fix the hip fire, fix the stability. It shouldn't be that much freaking recoil. And in this game, if you're running around with zero recoil, you automatically know they're cheating because there is absolutely no way to put your attachments on correctly to have zero recoil in this version. There's no way to get it done. And if there is, put it at the bottom because I want to try to do that. Aside from cheating, if there's something I'm not doing with my attachments that gives zero recoil, show me somebody who has zero recoil in the new engine. I haven't heard of it. My old lady hasn't heard of it. If she has, she's been keeping it from me and not telling me on the low. But I haven't figured it out. I've tried to build guns with just only the stuff that helps handling. And I can get, you can get a pretty smooth gun, but not zero. You see somebody with zero recoil, automatically those people are cheating immediately. They can go in there and just cut recoil off. There's nothing, no path to zero recoil on this version. And that's just what it is. Shout out to Grubby. Shout out to Way Too Fly. Shout out to Drew Wap, who often plays with me and know that the things that I'm saying, listen, man, this is how I feel about it. I don't know if you're mad. Please comment at the bottom and tell me, you know what, you don't know what you're talking about. These patches are not because they're pieces of shit. It's because, they like to keep us having a fun game. If you're one of those fanboy cob gobblers, then just be honest and tell me, hey man, whatever they put out, I'm gonna take. I don't care if it's good or not. If I don't like it, I'll just stop playing the game. And to the people out there that's mad that my wife is smarter than them, don't be mad. Oh, you should focus on something else. She's focusing on this and you're mad. Yeah, yeah. You're focused on this and you're mad. But that's what I'm here for, all the heat. I'm here for all the mad. If you think I'm wrong, correct, please. If you think I'm correct, put it in the comments. If you think I'm wrong, put it in the comments. If you just think I'm a general a-hole and you want to be pissed off every day about how I feel about certain things, Call of Duty and other stuff that I talk about, subscribe and tell me I'm an a-hole. Don't do drugs. Be happy. Stop drinking alcohol. TV the Gamer is out.